Hello everybody. Today we're going to be taking a look at the Apeman A79. And this little camera comes in I got this one for $35 as a lightning deal on Amazon, but they do usually run around $40. So between 35 and 40 depending on, if you can get one on sale. I will put an affiliate link below um, to them on Amazon. So if you want to pick one up, if you use that link, it helps me out a little bit, but it won't cost you any more. And we'll get into it. So I'll put the camera through pretty much everything it does. I didn't do slow motion. I did take a slow motion test, but I wasn't doing anything really that looked good enough to show you guys. I tried to play with my nunchaku a little bit, but I'll try to get a better slow motion test on another video. But other than that, I did pretty much everything. I tested the 4K 60, the 4K 2.7K 30. We tested image stabilization, no image stabilization, pretty much all the features and functions. And I really love this camera for the price point. It comes with a ton of accessories. You got a remote, you get an extra battery, and a whole bunch of stuff, which I think I've mentioned that further on in the video. But anyway, yeah, it comes with a lot of stuff, and it looks like any other little action camera. It's tiny. It doesn't have a touchscreen. The only thing that I would say that I didn't like about it was navigating the menu, and that was mainly until I understood how to do it. And now, basically, if you if you choose to put on time-lapse video or slow motion video, then it will remain in those modes until you go back and turn them off. And once you turn them off, you're into regular video mode at whichever setting you put it at. So if anybody, is confused about it, if anybody has the camera, I can do another video more on the settings and stuff. But basically, once you get the hang of it, this was my first action cam, so I didn't really know, how the menus worked. But anyway, once you get the hang of it, it's pretty easy. The other thing I wanted to mention was in the footage you guys will see, the volume was all at 5, which it goes from 0 to 10, and it was set at 5 as factory, and I never changed it. So the volume was a little weak, and particularly with when we tested the mic that comes with it. They give you a lapel mic with it, and it didn't really work at all. But that was probably because you have to turn up the internal setting. I turned it up to 8 after I shot all the footage. So what you guys see is when it was at 5, and I bumped it up a little bit in the editing. Yeah, that's about it, I think. So we'll take a look at it, and you guys, let me know if you have any questions or anything, or what you think of the footage. So that'll pretty much speak for itself of, if you're looking to buy this camera at this price point, you see the footage, it'll give you a pretty good idea what's going on. Granted, it's wintertime here, so it wasn't a very colorful, scenic thing, but I'll try to get some better footage with it as the weather gets better, and hopefully we'll get some nice footage for you. Maybe we'll do a time lapse of sunset or something. Anyway, let's get into it.
Hey guys, I'm here with the Apeman A79, just doing a little test for review, and I'm on 4K 30 frames per second right now. Image stabilization is off, and I have it on a selfie stick, and I'm just hand holding it, so there might be some jiggling around, some movement. I'm going to take a walk, and this is with stabilization off, and then we'll do stabilization on. I don't know really where I am in the frame because there's no front screen, but should be pretty good. So I'm sure it's quite bumpy without any image stabilization. When you turn the image stabilization on, this will jump down from 4K at 30 frames per second to 2.7K at 30 frames per second automatically. You don't have 4K available to you when you're in image stabilization mode. So anyway, not too much colors here to see. The camera settings are just as they come out of the box, except the saturation I bumped up a little bit. I found the colors a little flat, and I don't know, maybe it actually is on 10 when you take it out of the box, but I noticed when I look at the settings for saturation it says 10, and that's kind of in the middle, so that may be the way it was out of the box, and I may even bump it up a little from there. But like I said, there isn't too much colors going on right now, so, but anyway, I'll put it on, I'm going to put it on with image stabilization and take a walk and see if that's any different. Okay guys, so this is 2.7K at 30 frames per second. Image stabilization is on, and I am walking. Camera is handheld and just on a selfie stick. Not sure if I got it far enough away from me or not. Hopefully you're not just right up in my face. But anyway guys, I just wanted to give you guys a review on this camera because I was very happy with it. I got it as a lightning deal for $35. And I think they're around $40 when they're not on sale. And they also make this camera, I think there's another camera called Vincture. I think that's how they say it, V-I-N-C-T-U-R-E. And it looks like the same camera to me with maybe a little bit different case, but the settings and stuff look the same. I don't know about the what do you call it, the internal programming, if it's the same or not. So but it's around the same price, because I saw that one, Amazon recommended that one to me for $36 last night, and it looked the same, but like I said, it might be different internally. So but this one, I like the time-lapse. It has time-lapse video. It has interval timer for taking the pictures and putting them together yourself. And then when you choose lapse video, I think it's called, or yeah, time-lapse video, it'll put it all together for you in the camera. So you won't have to take those, hundreds of pictures and put them together in some software program in your computer. The quality won't be as good as if you did that, because you could take a higher quality pictures with the interval feature. So there's two different ways to do it. But anyway guys, I'll show you a little bit of just some time-lapse video that I did with this camera. I kind of just took it around with me one day and sat it down here and there and let it take a picture a second, and I'll show you that video now. And so we're still on the 2K 30 frames per second, and the sound is coming right from the camera's microphones. It does come with a little lapel mic, which I'll try out for you guys in a little bit, and we'll do some indoor footage that'll be it's kind of low light, and that's not really what action cameras are for, but we're going to give it a try. It looked pretty promising in my time lapse, but that may be a little different because it's just shooting one frame at a time. We'll see. We'll try it out inside with we'll try the lapel mic. But like I said, and this camera is very good for the price of $35 or even $40. It comes with a lot of accessories. You have waterproof housing. You have another cage for it that will allow you to screw it into a tripod, 1/4 inch tripod mount. It has a bunch of little like GoPro attachment thingies. So anyway, I'm pretty happy with it, and if you guys have any questions, leave them below. But we'll go in and I'll put on the lapel mic, and we'll try that with image stabilization off at 4K 30 frames per second. Okay guys, so I'm in the house now, and it's on 4K 30 frames per second, and I turned the image stabilization, automatically turns off when you put it on 4K. So this is the sound right out of the camera. I have the lapel mic on, and I'm going to plug it in right now, so you'll hear the difference. This is right out of the camera, and now here comes the lapel mic. So now I'm on the lapel mic. It's about, I guess they give you about a little bit over 4 feet, maybe 4 feet of lapel mic, so not too much. I'm pretty close to the camera. But this is with the lapel mic, and now we'll go back to regular without it and just out of the camera. So now we're just out of the camera with the sound again. The lighting, it's not great in here, but this will give you an idea of how it would work in low lighting. I mean, I do have the lights on in here, but I would still consider this low light for an action camera. Not really designed for indoor use so much, but you could do it though. Like, with the time-lapse clip I showed you, it did fairly well. So, for a $35 action camera, I'd give it a definite thumbs up, a five star really. No problems with it so far. I've been putting it through the paces and doing all kinds of stuff, and I really like it for especially the video time lapse, where I just leave it out there with the squirrels or the birds and see what I get.
Okay guys, so before I edited the video, I had to run out to the store. So I brought the little camera with me, and I set it up in the car and did a time lapse of the sun going down, and the clouds were pretty nice. So keep in mind that it's through the car windshield, so not as great of effect as it would have been had it been outside. But I just shot it right through the window, and it was 1080p by 30 frames per second is what it'll play back at. So I figured I'd throw that in too to give you guys an idea. There's a couple of different time lapses. Examples will be in here, and I think I covered everything else. So guys, that concludes my my review of the Apeman A79, and I think it's a great camera in 2021 for the budget price of $35 to $40. It's a great beginner camera, and it's a great camera to knock around that you don't have to worry, if you break it, or if you want to put it outside and do a time lapse or something. You don't have to worry too much, or you won't feel too brokenhearted if something happened to it. But anyway, I guess I still would, because I really love the camera. But anyway, you guys, let me know what you think of the camera and the footage. Let me know if you have any questions, or if there's anything you'd like to see from the camera. I'd be happy to put it together for you. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. I'll see you next time.